Now, the greatest radio shows of all time.
Suspense.
The Shadow Node.
Washington calling David Harding, counter-spy.
Classic radio theater.
The Great Gildersleeve.
Fibber McGee and Molly.
Dragnet. Gunsmoke.
The Lone Ranger.
Now, step back into our time machine with your host, Wyatt Cox.
Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum.
And we'll hear that creaking door again here in just a moment, an episode of Inner-Sanctum-Mysteries, Strands of Death. This episode originally broadcast March 12th, 1947.
Lipton Tea and Lipton Soups present Inner Sanctum Mysteries. Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum. All waiting to go through the squeaking door. What a long line. But everybody's here tonight. The line reaches right to the edge of the grave. Been waiting long. What? 7 days and 7 nights? Dear, you should have knocked. I can always slip the latch string out and you could hang around properly. And now for tonight's story. It's an original radio play written especially for the Inner Sanctum by Hank Warner, called Strands of Death, and starring Santos Ortega in the role of Henry. Do you love your wife? Do you enjoy buying her a handsome fur piece, perfume, jewels, or nylons? Do you wonder secretly what you would do if the finery you bought her was used by her to win another man so that she could leave you? Oh, you can't answer, can you? Well, this is the story of one man who can. Meek, mild Henry Turner.
I should have known at once. That morning in the office, when Judson was reading the newspaper aloud, that something was wrong.
The unidentified body of a young woman strangled with a brand new pair of nylons was found last night.
Unidentified?
Yeah, in the hallway of a rooming house at 72 Beach Street.
Unidentified?
Near the body, which was fully clothed, police found a handbag containing a sales slip from the Silvertone Hosiery Company.
Incredible.
Police are at a loss to
Helen always carried identification, charge account, keys.
Much less to discover. And a second pair of nylons.
But if it wasn't Helen... No. Of course it was Helen.
Well, that's a pretty piece of news, eh, Turner? By the way, you bought some nylons for your wife the other day, didn't you? Say, what's the matter? You sick?
Was I sick? Johnson wanted to know. Wonder what his face would have looked like had I told him right there that the police were wrong, that the body could be identified, that it was Helen, my wife. I went to the police. The body was at the morgue.
This way, sir. Here it is. Steady.
No. It's not Mrs. Turner. It's not Helen.
I know how you feel. The shock of relief.
But it wasn't relief. I walked from the morgue to our apartment. My brain was pounding with a question I hated to face. If it isn't your wife, who is it? If you didn't kill your wife, who did you kill? I didn't know. I got to the apartment. Weary, exhausted. Questions unanswered. My foot kicked a telegram that had been slipped under the door. I tore it open. It was from my wife. From Helen. The telegram was like a hand tearing the black curtain from my mind's eye. Could at last recall what had happened. What I had done. Why I had killed a strange woman. Thinking it was Helen. It swirled across my brain like a crazy picture. The night I came home after a hard day. Hello, baby.
Hello.
Gosh, I'm tired. Anything special for dinner? I could stand a good meal right now.
What do you expect me to do? Slave over a hot stove for you?
Helen, please. I'm sorry. I'll enjoy whatever you've got.
Maybe you will. But I'm sick of potato salad and cold cuts.
Oh, well.
That's all you ever say, oh, well.
Look, darling, I'm tired. Let's not argue. Please. After all, things could be worse. You get your permanents, new dresses all the time, shoes, hats. Why, you're the best-dressed woman in the crowd.
I suppose you'd like me to wear rags.
Ah, that's where you're wrong, baby. You're a good looker, and you need pretty clothes. And you can have all my money can buy. Happy? Let's have a kiss, huh?
Oh, I guess you're good to me, Henry. Let's eat. What I was really upset about, I suppose, is that I haven't got a single pair of nylons to wear with the new dress I got today.
New dress?
Lovely, you like it. It's black. I planned on wearing it tonight. Would look lovely with real sheer nylons.
Tonight?
Oh, I didn't tell you. Girls are having a bridge over at Margie's. I won't stay long. Do you mind, Henry? I'm not very hungry. I'll slip into the dress if you don't mind.
Go right ahead. Potato salad's very good tonight. My compliments, Mr. Schmidt, darling. Say, that is stunning.
You like it?
And how? Yeah, you certainly should be wearing nylons with that dress. Yes, sirree.
Oh, well.
Oh, would you mind, darling? I bought a carton of cigarettes in my briefcase in the hall, please.
Oh, yeah, I better take a pack with me. Henry! Nylons! Oh, you beast, teasing me like this. Oh, they're lovely.
Think nothing of it. Anytime you want nylons, just call on me.
When? Where? Did you have much trouble?
Ma'am, did you say trouble? Nothing at all. I just stood in line for 3 hours at the Silvertone shop. Of course, it rained for about 2 hours. But after all, nylon.
Henry, you're wonderful. Oh, I'm crazy about them. I'll put them right on. Oh, Marge and the girls will eat their hearts out.
If you'll permit my saying so, ma'am. You sure have a pretty pair of legs. Don't be late, will you?
Darling, I'll be back as soon as I can.
Bye. I sat around listening to the radio and reading the paper, waiting for Helen to come back. Hello?
Hello, Henry. Helen there?
Oh, hello, Marge. Didn't she? Oh, she went out about 2 hours ago. Why?
Oh, well, just thought I'd tell her Silvertone's got some nylons.
I'll tell her. How's your bridge party?
Bridge party? Oh, that's tomorrow night. Be sure and remind her, please.
I will, Marge. All right. Good night. Bridge party. Tomorrow night. Marge's. I tried to sleep. I couldn't. I rolled around from side to side, thinking, wondering. It was no use. I got out of bed. I paced the floor. I didn't dare call Dottie's.
Oh, darling.
Helen, where are you?
Lake Placid. Surprise. Billy chartered a plane, just like that. Took Dottie and her husband and me.
When do you expect to get home?
Oh, in a couple of days. Billy wants to take in some skiing. Oh? Oh, Henry? Henry, don't you hear me? Must have hung up on me, Billy.
How I managed to get dressed and shaved, I don't recall. I don't know how long I walked the streets. My briefcase was in my hand. Must have plodded from one account to another because my sales book shows that I took orders for some of my firm's new carpeting that day. These things I don't recall at all. But the line, the nylon line. Strange that I shouldn't remember getting on it. All I know is that suddenly I found myself part of it. How long I'd been on line, I don't recall. I told myself I had no business being on this line. I should have been out getting orders. But I felt chained to the line, waiting for the store to open. Finally, the line started moving. I asked for the same size and shade I bought for Helen. Then I saw her, leaving the store. I walked after her. Helen!
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were...
Helen?
Yes. I hope you'll excuse me.
Did you get some nylon?
Yes.
Sometimes I wonder whether it's worth the trouble just for one pair. So exhausting. I could stand a cocktail. Why are you looking at me like that?
Where shall we have it, Helen?
There you go again, Helen. You sure have Helen on your mind. Call me Louise.
We had the cocktails. And then dinner. And I walked her home. In the hallway.
This hall light seems to be out all the time. Well, it's been a lovely evening. You really need those nylons?
I reached over to kiss her. She turned her head, swung her back to me. I put my arms around her waist, kissed her neck.
What's Helen got that I haven't got?
I got them for you, Helen.
What shade?
Rosy dawn. How smooth and soft they are. They look lovely against your pretty white skin.
Tickling my neck. What are you...
Look lovely around your pretty white throat. I got them for you, Helen. Just for you. Goodbye, Helen.
That's what happens in a dark hallway when a girl embarks on, shall we say, sheer folly.
March 12th, 1946, Inner-Sanctum-Mysteries here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, more of Inner-Sanctum-Mysteries, March 12th, 1946.
Wonder whether Henry's realized his sheer recklessness. Pretty thin, isn't it? Poor fellow has just strangled Louise. A nylon collie baby, if ever there was one. Under the impression he was killing his wife, Helen. Let's see what else he has to say about the telegram he just got from his dear, dear wife.
The telegram I held in my shaking hands convinced me of the horrible truth. It wasn't Helen I had murdered. The telegram was dated the very night in which I had strangled the unidentified woman.
Please don't be too angry with me. It is for the best.
I've decided to marry Billy as soon as we can get divorced. I'll be home in a couple of days to pick up my clothes. Please don't be too unhappy.
Please don't be too unhappy. I wasn't. I was beyond that. I would never be unhappy again. Or happy. I felt only one desire. To kill Helen. I passed the nylon line again. Next day, walked by it. I was drawn back to it. I joined the line. I didn't move fast enough.
Keep moving, please.
I felt a slight bump from behind. I turned.
I'm sorry.
Helen.
You must be mistaken.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We got in just in time. They're closing. Sold out. Wish my husband would stand in line. Oh, dear. It's starting to rain. Can I drop you off? My car's around the corner.
We drove a bit into the country. She was nice. Just bored. We pulled into a side road.
He's out of town so much.
My arm was around her shoulder. She snuggled against me. The same heady perfume. Helen's perfume. My free hand reached for the bag with the nylons.
Thanks, dear.
They hung around her like a necklace. I pulled both ends and twisted. I knew sooner or later they'd get me, but I couldn't help it. All I knew was that I had to kill Helen. I knew I would have to kill anyone who reminded me of Helen. Until Helen herself was home.
Yes, Commissioner, we've got all the men out. Yes, I'm assigning Keating to it. I'll keep you informed. Goodbye. Keating.
Yes, Inspector?
Come in, please.
Commissioner, on you again?
We've got to do something and do it fast. The city's going crazy. It's only an idea, but it may work. You know the details. Both women wore the same size stockings, same shade. Both used the same perfume, same size clothes. Both pretty, same color hair. Eyes, yours.
Want me to dye my hair?
Right. Now, those nylons, both pairs and the extra pairs found on the women came from the Silvertone shop on Madison Avenue.
What about a fur coat?
Yeah, take your pick of the two with the property clerk.
He may lay low for a while with a panic on.
Yeah, we'll have to take our chances on that. But if this is the work of a madman, and it looks like it, he'll try it again. Now, drop everything. We'll arrange to have you hang around the counter. The shade is Rosy Dawn, size 9.5, 51 gauge.
Well, there'd be more than one man asking for that. It's the vogue right now, you know.
Yeah, we'll have to take our chances.
Yes, mister, what's yours? Make up your mind, mister. There's lots of people waiting.
Oh, I beg your pardon. I was just looking over there. I thought I recognized someone.
Size and shade, please.
Rosy Dawn, 9.5, 51 gauge.
They're down there. I'll get them. Rosy Dawn, 9.5. Rosy Dawn, 9.5, 51 gauge, Lieutenant Keating.
Thank you.
Would you mind stepping up this way, ma'am? This is the last box. That gentleman wants a pair, too.
No, not at all. Oh, I beg your pardon.
Helen.
Oh, you must be mistaken.
Oh, I'm sorry. You look so much like...
How much, please?
$1.65.
I'm sorry to keep staring at you.
You still think I'm Helen?
Could be.
Well...
Care for a lift? I'm taking a cab to 51st and 3rd Avenue.
I don't mind. I live down near 2nd.
Stop, driver.
I thought you said...
Never mind.
What are you looking at?
That cab in front of the house. Woman getting out. My wife, Helen. Must be coming for her clothes with those bags. Here you are, cabby. Keep the change. I'll just sit here until she goes in.
So, hubby wanted to play while wifey was away.
What's that? Oh, I'm sorry. I need these nylons now for my wife.
March 12th, 1946, Inner Sanctum Mysteries here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. The conclusion follows these important messages from your favorite radio station. Thanks for making us a part of your day. Classic Radio Theater family, you know our friend Mike Lindell has a passion to help everyone get the best sleep of your life. He didn't stop by just creating the best pillow. He created the best bed sheets ever. They look and feel great, which means an even better night's sleep for me, because, you know, I'm working like 67 hours a day. Now, Mike's offering the best deal on his Giza Dreams bed sheets ever. You can get a set of Giza sheets for as low as $29.98. You'll never want to sleep on anything else once you slept on a set of Giza Dream sheets. A special offer for you right now. You can get a set of Giza sheets for as low as $29.98. Call 1-800-928-4715. Use the promo code Wyatt. Or go to mypillow.com, use the promo code Wyatt. It's good on anything on the website. That number again, 1-800-928-4715. Use my promo code Wyatt. Thanks for spending part of your day with us here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Now the conclusion of Inner Sanctum Mysteries, March 12th, 1946.
Driver, take the lady down to 2nd Avenue. Then come back to me in about 15 minutes.
What's the address, lady?
I'll be getting out here, too, as soon as he goes into the building. Who's there? Anybody there? That you, Henry?
Yes, darling. It's me.
You scared me.
I scared you? Mild, meek, adoring Henry? Your husband? Scared you?
Don't talk like that, Henry. I explained everything in my wire. You got it, didn't you?
Your wire? Yes, my darling. Made everything clear. Very clear. The cold and the wind and the rain. Standing in line for hours and hours. For nylons. Oh, my darling.
Don't come near me. Stay away from me.
Don't be alarmed, darling. I brought you some nylons. Look. Pretty?
I really don't need them. I got plenty.
But you won't need any more after these.
Stop it!
You won't need any more nylons. I could hear her trying to revive Helen. It was no use. She'd come in too late. And she bent over me. Summoning what strength I had, I grabbed her legs, tripped her.
Wait.
As her head hit the floor, the gun dropped. I grabbed her.
Better not.
Sit up. Sit in that chair.
You're the nylon murderer, aren't you?
Yes. You're a detective. Pretty smart.
What are you going to do?
Strange. I wanted to kill you. When I saw you in the store, Miss,
Lieutenant Keating.
Now that Helen is gone, I feel at peace. I don't want to kill anyone.
I know how you feel, Henry.
I loved her. You believe that, don't you?
Sure.
She was no good. Get up.
What for?
Get up, I said. I'll walk over to that closet. Go on. Open the door. Now turn around. Don't try anything or I'll have to shoot. Walk in. I'm sorry. So sorry, Miss Keating. Now, they can come and get you. Both of you.
Keating, you all right?
Nasty bump, Inspector. Did he get away? He was bleeding pretty badly.
Now, the blood leads into the bedroom. What? The crazy fool. He's hanged himself. With nylons.
Crazy? I wonder.
Cut him down, Brady.
Well, too late, Inspector. There's a note on the floor.
Let's see it. Miss Keating will understand. Do you, Lieutenant?
Yes, Inspector. I do.
Now, wasn't that a wasteful cop? Imagine cutting poor Henry down. Ruined a perfectly good pair of nylons. He should have untied the knot. Well, one way or another, it goes to prove that when you've got a case of nylons, you've got your hands full. As for poor Henry, one way or another, he faces a long stretch. And now, friends, before I bid you a fond farewell, I must tell you about the wife of a friend of mine who smokes nylon cigarettes. Yes, it burns her up. She has to roll her own, but she sure gets a run for her money. Oh, by the way, this month's inner-sanctum mystery novel is The Lying Ladies by Robert Finnegan. Until next week, then, and our special star, Victor Moore, good night. Pleasant dreams.
March 12th, 1946, Inner Sanctum Mysteries here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, let's go to Pine Ridge, Arkansas, see what's going on radio station VPR, of course run by Lum and Abner. This is from March 13th, 1953. And by the way, these episodes of Lum and Abner are supplied to us by our friend Ted at radiomemories.com.
Granny's, Abner, I believe that's our ring.
I dog as Lum, I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, jot 'em down, store. This is Lum and Abner.
And now, let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge.
Hi there. This is Dick Huddleston with the latest report on the Abernathy-Edwards romance. If you recollect, the widow Abernathy won Lum as a prize on their Pine Ridge Princess program. And ever since then, everything old Lum's tried to get himself out of the marriage just gets him in deeper. He's over at the Jot 'em Down store now, still trying to figure a way out.
Well, now, look, Abner, you and Grandpap was the Grand Council judges on that program when the widow Abernathy was chose princess. And it was your votes that elected her.
That's right.
Now, I want you to think back and see if you didn't make a mistake. Didn't you fellers actually mean to vote for Miss Barton?
No, I distinct recollect voting for the widow, Lum.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Well, now, look, fellers, can't you do a little recollecting in my favor? If you admit you made a mistake, well, then that throws the widow out as princess for that day, and then I won't have to go through with this dead blame wedding. Well, Lum, that sounds like you don't want to marry the widow.
I don't.
Granny, I was practical out of it once. She was willing to call the whole thing off, and Cedric talked her back into it.
Well, Lum, if you'd have listened to Cedric in the first place, he tried to tell you the widow wanted to call it off, but you was so dad-blame busy fixing things your own way that you never paid no attention.
Yeah, I know. Cedric never meant to do it on purpose. He thought he was doing me a favor, but...
Maybe I could call the widow and just explain the whole thing to her.
Oh, for the land's sakes, no. You just get me in deeper.
You can't get much deeper in rock bottom. That's where you are now. You're right on the bottom of it, boy.
No, all I want you fellers to do is just recollect that you actually meant to vote for Miss Barton that day. Well, let's see. That was on last Tuesday, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe it was last Tuesday. Yeah, that's what it was, Tuesday.
Well,
yeah.
Quit talking and think, Abner. Think how you meant to vote.
I'm thinking hard.
Tuesday. I could swear I voted for the widow Abernathy that day.
Well, let's see now. Who'd you say the other woman's name was, Lum?
Miss Barton.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Miss Barton. Yeah, I recollect it now, Lum. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I know who I voted for.
Well, good.
The widow Abernathy, that's who it was.
Oh, for the land's sake. All right. Just let it go.
That's who it was, the widow. Recollect.
Yeah, I don't believe Miss Barton ever got to the finals, Lum. I had a mind to vote for her, but I never.
Oh, the widow won it all right.
I said just let it go, Abner. Well, I better get on down and see if there's any telegrams to deliver. I had 2 yesterday.
2? Well, business is picking up, ain't it, Grandpap?
Yeah, they was both for the widow Abernathy.
Well...
Wishing her happiness in her coming marriage.
Good for her.
She give me a dime both times. She's a heavy tipper.
Well, just happy, I guess.
Abner, quit being so dad-blame happy yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry for long. Yeah, so long, Grandpap, old messenger buddy boy.
Yeah, I'll see you later, Abner. So long.
So long. Always look at him fly. Or try
now,
to.
What am I going to do? There's just got to be some way I can keep from marrying that widow.
Why don't you plead the insanity?
Oh, nobody'd ever believe that about me.
They will when you show up at the courthouse to marry that woman. They'll know you lost some of your marbles.
Yeah, but it'll be too late then. She'll lie to me so fast I won't know what happened.
Tell her you're already married and got 16 children.
Oh, she knows better than that.
Well, I don't know what to say then. I'll give you all these good suggestions. You just sit there and turn them down.
Wonder if it'd do any good to get Mose to cancel the program. Wonder if that'd make this whole thing null and avoided.
Well, I don't see what good that'd do, Lum. It weren't null and avoided when she chose you.
Yeah, I'm going to look over that contract we signed with Mose and see if there ain't some loophole in it I can sort of crawl through.
Well, I believe you're stuck, Lum. Best thing for you to do is find some hole up in old Piney Mountain and crawl through that, or crawl in it.
Where'd I put that contract?
I don't know.
Sure, I filed it under Mose Moose.
You done what?
Oh, here it is, under contracts. I wonder how it got in there.
No telling.
Here we are. The aforesaid mentioned undersigned do hereby agree to the following terms and et cetera.
What's them there setters we agreed to?
For the stated sum of $19 per program to be paid by said sponsor Mose Moose, the undersigned station agrees to get up and put on a radio show to be known as Pine Ridge Princess, once daily per day. Ain't nothing there.
Hey, just a minute, Lum. I thought he was going to pay $20 a program.
Well, Mose changed that. See there where he taken a pencil and crossed out 20 and wrote in 19.
Can he do that?
He done it.
Oh?
There's lots of places in here where he penciled in stuff before he'd sign it.
Well, can't we just race it?
No. Besides, none of it amounts to much. No way.
What about that dollar he cheated us out of? That's $6 a week right there.
I know, but you've got to keep him happy.
For $6 a week?
See, here's another change he made. It says, we agreed to mention the name of his barbershop 18 times during each show. And he changed it to 28.
Oh, he went up on that, huh?
Yeah. Here's another one where it says, Lum Edwards will have complete charge of the show. Now, he changed that to Mose Moose. See, they're all just minor changes like that.
Yeah, what's this long one that he wrote down here? Looks like a letter.
Oh, I don't know. I don't recollect that then.
Says, after the princess is, doggone, I can hardly read that hand scratching here.
I think the next word is chose.
Oh, after the princess is chose and tells what she wants, if it can't be got for her within 10 days, the offer becomes no good.
I don't know why in the world he ever wanted to put that. Wait a minute. What was that again? If it can't be got for her in 10 days, the offer becomes no good?
That's what it says.
Aye, Grannies, that's it, Abner. There's my loophole right there.
Huh?
Don't you see? If I can stall that wedding off for 10 days, I won't have to go through with it. Hooray!
Well, now, wait a minute, Lum. Does that mean
Good for Mose. Grannies, am I glad he penciled that junk in there now. I'm a free man again, Abner, free as a bird.
Yeah, but what if the widow wants to get married before then, Lum? I know she's invited Elizabeth to a shower for herself tomorrow night.
Oh, she can have all the showers she wants to, but there ain't going to be no wedding, I'll tell you that. She can have a cloudburst for all I care. That Mose has made me the happiest man on earth.
Yeah? Well, I hope you Mose will be very happy to get her.
Oh, you don't know what a relief this is, Abner. When I think of how close I come to being Mr. Abernathy, it just scares me plumb to
Wait a
death.
minute, Mom. I think that's our ring there.
Well, you get it. I'm too happy to talk.
Oh. Hello! Jot 'em down, store. Abner Peabody doing the talking. No, Mom, Lum ain't here.
Oh, yes, I am.
Well, it's a widow. You said you wasn't here whenever she called.
Oh, well, it don't matter no more. Here, I'll talk to her.
You gonna tell her about that 10-day deal?
Oh, Grannies, no. That's one thing I got to keep her from finding out.
Oh.
Here, give me the receipt.
Yeah, sure.
I don't want her to suspicion nothing.
Get to talking, she'll suspicion you're dead.
Well, hello, Miss Abernathy. How you feeling today?
Oh, that's fine.
Well, that's fine.
So that's it.
Oh, I never felt better in my life. How's that? Oh, the date for the wedding. Well, let's see. No, I was just thinking about that myself. Well, no, I think that'd be a little too soon. I wouldn't want to set it for at least 10 days. Well, I just want to make sure we can have a good big wedding.
Oh, Lord, listen to
Don't want no little old two-bit affair. What's your favorite flower? That's what I figured. You see, them won't be in bloom for at least 10 days. Oh, no, now, I never would forgive myself if you got married without a bunch of peonies stuffed in your sash.
Doggett, I'm almost sorry this ain't going to come off. That sounds so pretty.
Well, I tell you, let's not just set a definite date. Let's just wait and see when the peonies is in bloom.
Look like a float on New Year's Day.
Yes, it is sort of romantic, ain't it?
Wish I was getting married. What's the matter with me?
All right, Miss Abernathy. How's that? Oh, all right, that's better. All right, I own. Yeah, goodbye, I own. I own. Granny.
You gonna carry a batch of peonies too long?
No, silly. Ain't nobody gonna carry nothing.
Oh?
Oh, my goodness, look at the clock there. We're supposed to be on the air with the blacksmith news flashes. Get the generator started up there, Abner.
Well, how can I be on the air and run that thing at the same time?
Well, just talk good and loud and they can hear you. Hurry up.
All right, I'm getting it. Don't forget the main switch there, Long.
I won't. I know how to run this. Here we go. Greetings from Station VPR. This is Lum Edwards, the announcer that grins while he talks, bringing you the regular 10 o'clock blacksmith news flashes at 10:35. These hot flashes are brought to you through the courtesy of Caleb Weehunt's high-class blacksmith shop.
If your horse is going shoeless, you'll not be considered foolish if you get him shot at Caleb's. That's the shop with the trough in front. Hop, da-da-da-da, hop, hop.
And now for the news. Flash. Abner, where's the news?
I don't know. I just sang.
Oh. And that concludes the news up to this minute. Tune in again about 3:30 for the 3 o'clock news. And recollect, when you're listening to Lum Edwards, you're listening to the latest dope. This is Station VPR signing off till 11 o'clock when you will hear C. Strunks's Feed Store's Bird Calls by Cedric Weehunt. No tickets necessary for this broadcast. Till then, this is your old favorite, Lum Edwards. Goodbye.
Them are some fine news flashes you give out there.
Yeah, I know. I've got to watch that. I was just so happy about getting out of that wedding. I never knowed hardly what I was saying.
Uh-oh. Bound you that's Caleb calling up to cancel his program.
Well, I think I can explain it to him about the news.
Go ahead. I can.
Hello? Oh, hello, Mose. I thought you was going to be Caleb.
Reckon what Mose wants.
You got what? Oh, a great idea, huh? But go ahead. What is it? Well, wait a minute, Mose. You mean right on the show? Oh, no, we couldn't do that. Yeah, I know you're in charge, but I know what the contract says, but Yeah, but Mose, you see... Yeah, but Mose... Yeah, but... All right. Yeah, goodbye.
What's old Mose want now?
That varmint. He's double-crossed me.
What's he did, Lum?
Do you know what that critter wants to do?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
He wants to have the wedding ceremony for me and the widder right on the Pine Ridge Princess show.
Huh?
First of next week.
First of next week? Doggies, I doubt if the peonies will be in bloom by then.
Well, Lum, I'm afraid they're closing in on you. Your happy, carefree bachelor days may just possibly be numbered. Tomorrow, when ABC again presents Lum and Abner over most of these stations, it'll be one day closer to the fatal day, and you'd better tune in anyway because, well, there might still be a way out. And now, back to Pine Ridge for a final word from Abner and the unhappy bridegroom.
Lum, cheer up. Things ain't as bad as you're making out.
Oh, they're worse, Abner, if that's possible. Oh, that honor-handed Mose Moose.
Well, just try looking on the bright side of this thing.
That's the trouble. It ain't got no bright side.
Well, you've had a good life. Up to now, don't forget that.
Well, that makes it even worse. If I'd have been married all my life like you, well, then I wouldn't know no better. This way, I know what I'm losing.
Yeah, come over that again now. I just want to see if you're insulting me there anyplace.
No, I weren't insulting you.
Well, if I'm going to be insulted, I want to know it. I hate to miss out on anything.
Abner, would you just stop talking for a while? Just go away and let me be miserable in peace.
Yeah, all right. I got to go home anyway. See you folks tomorrow at this same time. So long.
Yeah, so long.
March 12th, 1953, Lum and Abner on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Visit our friend Ted at RadioMemories.com, who supplies us these Lum and Abner episodes. And visit me at ClassicRadio.stream. Stream our shows, learn about building a classic radio collection of your own. And if you like what we do here, you can buy me a coffee. That Buy Me a Coffee money helps us acquire additional classic radio collections and maintain our distribution channels. ClassicRadio.stream. Thanks for tuning in. Tell all your friends the greatest radio shows of all time are right here at this spot on the dial. Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox on your favorite radio station.